guys, before we start this video, I just quickly want to say happy holidays and happy new year. This will be the last video that goes up this year of 2022, and I just quickly want to say how much I love you guys, how much I adore you guys, and how grateful I am to have you guys with me. And I just wish you all of the best for 2023 that's coming as well. And also a gentle reminder, friendly reminder that my Seuss Ultimate Glow Box is still available on Wishtrend at 45% with free global shipping. 그리고 제가 생각해보니까 제가 올해 한국 구독자분들을 위해서 뭔가 큰 할인 혜택이나 프로모션을 진행한 적이 많이 없더라고요. 그래서 너무 죄송스러워서 제가 유튜브 커뮤니티에 제가 어제 올렸듯이 So Good 필수 컴퓨터 패드 50% 할인 들어갑니다. Let's go! 링크는 제가 더보기란에 기재해 둘 테니 만관부 많이 즐겨주세요. 그럼 영상 바로 시작해봅시다. Let's get on with this video, guys. Let's go. Hey guys, it's Sue here. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Welcome to my new crib. I just moved. I love doing that. I do that every single time I film in a hotel because I mean, just imagining that this is my place, it's like a wish come true. But anyways, for today's video, I thought I would film my empties. That's right. I have brought all of my trash with me today. But anyways, without further ado, let's get this video started. Oh, P.S. guys, if you're wondering why the lighting's a little off, I'm literally the sun is setting right now as we speak. It's actually quite beautiful. Let me show you guys actually. Da, 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 da. Can you guys see? Da, 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 da. Simba. Remember who you are. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry, guys. Sunsets reminds me of Lion King. Alright, for the first two products, I bring you guys these, and I will be very brief because I've talked about them a gazillion times on my channel. As a matter of fact, in my recent or the latest video, I talked about the in-depth. First, I have the Mito On Cell Rejuvenation 10% Niacinamide Boosting Ampoule. This is basically a beautiful niacinamide ampoule with 10% niacinamide, like its name suggests, as well as two types of EGF, Panthenol, Cica, H. cordata. It's got the whole thing. It's got every ingredient you can think of. But I love the ingredient makeup, and it's a really great serum to use if you really want to brighten up your complexion. Use it for a month, day and night, and you will see a difference, or at least it did for me. Then of course the Dalba First Spray Serum is one that's like, it's so versatile. It's the perfect winter serum to reach out for, to use not only as a first step of your skincare, but also as a last step of your makeup to give your skin a bit of that glow. So I've emptied these two out. For further in-depth review, check out that video that I just uploaded. I went into details. But yeah, I have these two. Moving on to the next set of empties, which are retinol products. Ta-da! I have indeed three. Guys, I've been really into actives nowadays, like from vitamin C to retinol to niacinamide and sunscreen. Those are the things that I really do make a habit. I try to make a habit out of them to use them every single day. But yes, we all know by now retinol is an amazing ingredient. It's great for your cell turnover. It's great to enhance elasticity, texture, blemishes, hyperpigmentation, helps with the appearance of fine lines, etc. It is that gal, it is that ingredient. And so I did bring three. First is a no-brainer. This is actually, you should be familiar if you've been following. This is the Innisfree Retinol Cica Repair Ampoule. This is, sorry about that. I dropped it. This retinol serum is perfect if you've never tried retinol in your whole entire life, because the percentage of retinol is very low. As a matter of fact, it's like 0.015, so it's like barely there. But anyways, I think this is still a great serum or ampoule to check out. Kind of introduces retinol to your skin, like a nice introductory, a nice handshake, if you will. That's the extent to it, and that's why I think this makes a great ampoule for anyone to use, even if you have sensitive skin. Just because the percentage is that low, I can't see it breaking or aggravating anyone's skin out. And what's so special about this formula is that they basically developed this great liposome formulation that includes not only retinol but Cica, Jeju green soybean, hyaluronic acid, cerebrate, etc. And so this is very gentle. And also the formulation is another great aspect of this product. If I can get it out, it's an empty obviously, but you can see it's a pretty watery one, right? But if you blend it out,
you get a nice feels of that fat content. Like it's not like, for example, the hyaluronic acid, that's like 100% pura hydration, right? With this one, you get a little bit of that nice nourishment, should I say. And you also get a pretty light finish as well. I wouldn't say this is like crazy, overly dewy or glowing, juicy. No, it has that really nice balance of that water fat ratio. And so this makes another great product for me to use all year round. Like I could definitely use this during the summer, but also the winter. It's just really, really nice, you know, not too overly standing out in a specific characteristic. And so I would actually recommend this to all skin types, if you will. All right, next retinol product I have is, ta-da, this Sun By Me Retinol Intense Reactivating Serum. Guys, this has easily become one of my favorites, and this is without a doubt my favorite product from Sun By Me. It is awesome. You guys have to check it out. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Okay, so likewise, this is a retinol product, but it has 0.1%, so it's a bit up there for me, at least from my standards. I know some of you all are like, still 0.1 ain't nothing. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it is for me, girl. And it also has retinol and also bakuchiol extract, so it's got the whole package. Now, what I really like about this product is that it is very gentle. This has never once aggravated or agitated my skin, and the brand was, I'm sorry, I think I have hair on my face, there we go. And the brand was very, very adamant about emphasizing, they were like, Sue, we really want you to emphasize how gentle it is, which I was happy to, more than happy to, because I felt it too. It was very gentle, it was great for sensitive skin. And I just want to say, when a brand is really adamant about that, they're confident, you bet your ass this is going to be very, very gentle. So I think if you're, you know, you just want to take it up a notch a bit and you want to try out something, like you want to try out a 0.1 retinol, this is the girl to go to. And as for the formulation, this is a tad bit, okay, I'm also running out of this, as you can see. This is a tad bit thicker than the Innisfree one. I want to say up by 50%. Like, it's got a bit more of that weight to it, but it's still light. I wouldn't necessarily say that this feels anything greasy or oily, but you can likewise feel a bit of that fat content, that nourishing factor, and it just hits the spot for me. It's delectably moist, should I say. Likewise, the finish isn't overly heavy. It feels very refreshing. It absorbs right in, and I think this is an awesome retinol product to check out. And it's also pretty budget friendly. It's Sun By Me in general is pretty affordable, and that's why I love using this. All right, next retinol product I have, which really surprised the heck out of me, like in the positive way. This is a COSRX Retinol 0.5. I think I've mentioned this. Yeah, I brought this with me to my trips to Thailand, Bangkok, and I absolutely love this gem. This has 0.5% retinol. It's part of the new COSRX RX line, which I adore. I think that line just really, feel like that line really kind of represents what COSRX was meant to be. Affordable, effective, great solutions, etc. Anyways, and you know what, guys? I actually haven't used any retinol products that goes beyond 0.1% in a very long time. So when I saw that this was 0.5, I was very scared. I was very intimidated. I was like, oh shit, what if this bends this shit out of my skin? Luckily, it didn't. It was really, really nice. It was very surprising, and this may be due to numerous factors. Maybe due to the fact that this formulation is actually really gentle. It does have 95% of squalane, which is awesome. I love squalane in my skincare products, and it also has super vitamin E, which is a great antioxidant ingredient. It may be due to that, or it may be due to the fact that my skin barrier is much more healthy. It also may be due to the fact that I use this as the last step of my skincare after I layered everything on top, and I mix this in with my thick cream, and then I apply it on. So I'm kind of creating this like thick sandwich in between my skin and this, so maybe that's another factor why it doesn't really sting. But overall, despite whatever the reason is, I really, really enjoy it. It's a standard oil. It's not a thin one. Ooh, actually, I don't have any product to show you guys. There we go. There's a tiny bit. It's not the thinnest oil. It's there. And this had a very exquisite scent. I'm not too mad at it. It smells very earthy, but it's there. You can see it just really hydrates your skin, and it just feels like a regular oil. But I guess I was just really surprised by the fact that this has 0.5%, which for me is pretty high. But I don't know, guys, I'm very hesitant to recommend this because I've seen some reviews saying that this really gave some reaction. Like some of you guys faced a bit of dryness, flakiness while using this. For me, it didn't do any of those things while using. So I think to each their own. With the song by me in the industry, I'll be like, yo, use it, it's so good. But this one, I'm gonna be a little bit conservative. I'm gonna be a little bit more careful. But if you've been doing okay with retinol and you think you want to take it up to the next level, I think this is a good one to try out. And I love the fact that it's oil. So you know, there's a lot of like serums, there's a lot of creams, but oils I haven't seen too much of, and I appreciate these oils, especially during the colder seasons. And I also know that retinol that comes in oils are much better for sensitive dry skin as well, just because it's an oil. So I totally love. I also have a backup of this. I will be reusing this. I will be opening up another bottle of this. So there we go. All right, for the next empties, I do have this. This is so beautiful. This is Dear Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Cream. This was also actually a product that I loved using, but I never really had a chance to show it off to you guys. This line is absolutely amazing, and I absolutely adore this cream. This is perfect for the winter times. And just to compare, you guys know I'm obsessed with my Pyeonggangnul Sika Balm, right? That was like my go-to. She was my ride or die. And just to compare, this one feels a bit more buttery. It has more of that fatty content. And so this actually, I like this a tad bit better. I know. I'm not betraying Pyeonggangnul. I still love that stuff. I still have it. I have like bunch of backups of it. But this still works great as kind of like a spot treatment. It also works great as moisturizer, and it also is just so creamy and buttery. And may I say, this is 80 ml. Okay, the Pyeonggangnul Sika Cream Balm is like 30 ml or something. That's small. That's very small. But this is tube type. It's a lot of product, so I appreciate you, okay? This cream is basically like its name. It's a rich, moist, soothing. It's exactly what it says it does. It contains centella, it contains ceramide, it contains beta-glucan. It's like all the stars are lining up. This cream's all about just fortifying your skin barrier and creating that optimal environment for your skin to thrive. This is something that I've always emphasized. It's really imperative that you do skincare to create that really nice, hydrated, healthy environment so that the skin can do what it's good at, because our skin is actually smart. It has its own function. It has its job, okay? So applying a cream like this is perfect, especially if you have more of a drier skin type, or it's getting colder outside, like in Seoul. And this is also in Sue's Ultimate Glow Box. If you guys didn't know, I do have a rocket deal with Richtrend, and I know I did a lot of boxes this year, but it was too good of an opportunity to pass on, because anytime I can kind of send out my So Good pad, which is also in this box, or any good stuff on a really great discount price, I'm all for it, because skincare is expensive, all right? But anyways, this is in the box, so go check it out, guys. Okay, guys, so as you guys can see, night has fallen, and so I had to change up everything, but that's fine. I had to switch so I can get the better lighting. But anyways, continuing on. All right, next empty we have here is, wow. I have not been this blown away by a sheet mask in a very long time. This is the VNA Antioxidant Ample Sheet Mask. So recently, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know I actually hosted a live, like shopping live for VNA, which is a skincare brand. So if you guys are from England or London, you guys are well aware that VNA is a museum. It's a museum with a long history, and basically a brand in Korea, a company in Korea reached out. They're like, hey, we want to like kind of like use your brand name and make a skincare brand out of it, and that's what this is. But fear not, this is absolute great quality. And so this is the sheet mask from their antioxidant line, and this is my favorite product from the whole line. I cannot believe I didn't bring one. This is the empties box, so I stocked up on like 3 other boxes because I loved it so much. I actually buy this with my own money. And the reason why I love this is, first, this is a great antioxidant sheet mask. It is rich, packed with antioxidant ingredient, and they have their own patent ingredient called polyphenol, which is a combination of polyphenol and panthenol. And apparently this ingredient has 5.6 more times antioxidant effects than idabinone, which is also known to be a great antioxidant ingredient. And so not only is this going to be great for that antioxidant effect, but this, in one sheet mask, there's 25 ml essence, or the ampoule. So they have their ampoule, and that's 50 ml. And so in one of these sheet masks, you get half the amount. It is crazy. There's so much amount, so much that the downside of this is that the essence will get into your eyes because it's like drooping with the essence. But I love it. And my tip here on using this sheet mask is I use their cream, which feels like a really light hydrating gel cream. So I do 2 layers of that. Oh, actually, never mind. I put on this first because the essence is a bit more watery. I do this sheet mask, absorb everything in, and then put on that cream, and next day morning my complexion brightens up. Like the dullness has been casted away. It's like magic. And to get into the further details of the essence itself, it's not a thick, nourishing type where it feels overwhelming. It's a pretty, like, it's a really, really light, hydrating, watery essence. So you don't feel like, ooh, is this gonna break my skin out if I use it too often? No, I honestly feel like you can get away with using this 3 to 4 times a week. It's that good. And also the sheet material is gel type, so it's very, 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 very soothing, relaxing on my skin. It doesn't bother my skin. You guys know I have contact dermatitis, and so I'm very particular about what materials I use in sheet masks. But this is definitely a winner. I highly, highly recommend. Moving on to the next empties, another dry shampoo. I love dry shampoos. Nobody can stop my love for dry shampoos. Dry shampoos are the greatest inventions of mankind after the AC. I swear, this saves my life so much. This saves me so much time. And like, you know, before, I don't know how I lived. I don't know how I got on about without before dry shampoos, before I discovered dry shampoos. Like seriously, like, if you haven't used a dry shampoo ever before, you have to try it. It's life-changing. So these are basically spray-ons, and then what they release are these like white powdery chemicals that kind of soak up your sebum and give more volume to your hair. And actually I use this to give more volume too, like not necessarily only on days where it's like greasy, but where it's like flat and I'm just like, ooh, I want a bit of volume, I just go and it gets the job done. The one I use is from Chlorine. I love the ones from Chlorine the best just because I feel like they're a bit more subtle, so it doesn't feel like I'm damaging my scalp's health or my hair's health. While I'm using this, it almost feels healthy. I feel like dry shampoos on the whole are not that great for the scalp because, you know, washing your hair is the best thing for your scalp, but this one makes me feel less guilty. And I love the scent. It's refreshing. It has a minty scent, and this one is a little one. It's so tiny, it's so cute. This is a mini version, so this is great for traveling. I use this up in a second, so I will definitely be repurchasing this. So yeah, actually I already have 2 more dry shampoo bottles, the blue one of Chlorine. So after I'm done with that, I'll go and buy another one. All right, now for the throwaways. All right, for this video, guys, there's not that much drama. Usually when I talk about throwaways, I talk about ones that I didn't like, and I'm just like, I'm so over you, let's break up, and I throw them away like exes. But this time around, honestly, it was honestly due to the fact that they're just outdated, and it breaks my heart because one of them is the Cool Repair Blend. Unbreak my heart. I love the serum, but the expiration date, girl, you gotta go. Like, I mean, sometimes, you know what, like I'll use an expired product, skincare product, just because I feel like my skin can handle it, and second, if it looks all right, I'll use it. But this, she looking funky right now. She's getting discut, like she's getting a little like discoloration, and so I gotta let her go. Oh my gosh, but I love the serum. It's the most beautiful serum that you can use during the winter times. If you have dehydrated or especially dry skin, try this out. This feels like melted butter, but like the butteriest butter of them all. So this is just going to really nourish your skin from deep within. It's not vegan, it has horse fat in it. I mentioned that last time I explained this. If you guys want to see an in-depth review, check this video out. But yeah, it's time to let you go. The expiration date is it was 2020. So she old, she ancient, so I'm gonna let her go, but I will definitely be repurchasing this because I absolutely love the formulation. I think it just suits my dry skin for the wintertime so well. And the fact is that when I was using this consistently, I just felt like she was really helping my skin barrier get better. This one is so like silky smooth thin that you just end up reaching for it and you end up falling in love. People are gonna find that annoying. And the last but definitely not least, this is also a throwaway. Not only is this expired, but this is like discontinued everywhere, so there's no point of me having this. But it's the La Roche-Posay Anti-Leos Invisible Fluid. So this is actually a very rave SPF, right? And that's why I picked it up, because I wanted to do a review, and a review of hyped SPF should be out by now. And this is I included this just in case anyone was curious. I know they upgraded this, and that's the one that's being sold overseas, but yeah, this is this SPF, and it's very like a milk fluid type, and at first it feels very watery, but the water content kind of evaporates and dries out, should I say, and it kind of leaves you that matte finish. And so I feel like this would have been great for like oily skin types, combo skin types. But the downside of this one was not only is this discontinued, but the scent of alcohol was, whoa, like you could smell it from like 100 meters away. So I'm checking this out. Yeah. All right, guys, that was it for today's video. It was a bit chaotic. Do you know what, guys? I actually took a break in the middle and I did a live because my camera kind of like shut down like Blackpink, but not in a cool way like Blackpink does. So yeah, I had a little meltdown because my camera kind of zombied out. But yeah, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao. Oh my gosh, I look fly here. I feel like I should move here or something.